So a major political shift is expected to take place in Japan, with Sanae Takaichi widely expected to become the country's new leader. For more on this, we're joined today by Dr. Mi-kyoung, senior researcher at Gyeongsang National University. Dr. Kim, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for having me.
So it appears Sanae Takaichi will become Japan's new leader after all, now that the Liberal Democratic Party and the right-wing opposition Innovation Party, also known as Ishin, agreed to form a coalition government, right? What's behind this move?
Oh, yes. Japanese politics is interesting, or I should say exciting to observe for a change. Had it been business as usual, the Liberal Democratic Party with Komeito coalition could have easily garnered the majority votes to automatically qualify Ms. Takaichi, the president-elect of LDP, as Japan's next prime minister. It would have been the autopiloted trajectory given the coalition between the two parties, which started in 1999. But this time was different. Komeito decided to walk out of the partnership after its leader, Mr. Saito, had meeting with Ms. Takaichi regarding the cabinet seat allocation. Mr. Saito reportedly asked for more seats for members of Komeito, but Ms. Takaichi's response was rather lukewarm. The interactive dynamic had something to do with Mr. Aso, a very influential political figure, one of the behind-scenes movers and shakers. So the LDP was in desperate need to find an alternative partner to form a new coalition to continue its majority party status. After intense lobbying behind the scenes, primarily by Mr. Aso, the very conservative Innovation Party, based in Osaka, has agreed to enter the partnership with the LDP. So with that, Ms. Takaichi will become the first female Japanese prime minister, as the anchor just has mentioned.
Right, so if she becomes the prime minister, she is expected to be here in Korea for APEC next week, right? And many critics are concerned that Takaichi may take a hardline stance against Seoul, especially on historical issues. What is her likely approach to relations with South Korea?
Yes. Ms. Takaichi is known for very conservative orientation towards history issues with Japan's East Asian neighbors. For instance, she denies the exploitative nature of Japanese military sexual slavery and extremely violent Nanjing massacre. She continued to pay tribute to the war dead, including convicted war criminals at the Yasukuni Shrine. But after the victory as the leader of LDP, she had stopped herself from going to the shrine in person. So it seems like she'll tone down her hawkish stance vis-a-vis Japan's East Asia neighbors on history issues as Japanese prime minister. And as you have said, I believe Ms. Takaichi will come to APEC to make an international debut. She'll have a good opportunity to meet and rub elbows with political as well as economic leaders in the region.
Right, and she is set to become the first woman to lead the Japanese government in centuries. And this breaks the country's political glass ceiling, but some worry that she will maintain policies that have held women back. Why is this?
Oh, Ms. Takaichi has survived and succeeded in the male-dominated Japanese politics. And what means is that she knows how to think, play, and win like a man. Her policy platform in particular is far from gender equality, such as married women's adoption of husband's surname. She argues that the practice is Japanese tradition, and she is also against the same-sex marriage. So when she was confronted with these criticisms, she began to promote the installation of daycare centers at workplaces so married women can manage career and caring work at the same time. But it does not mean she'll be at the forefront advocating Japanese women's rights. because the letter, for example, is to encourage women's labor market participation in the middle of population decline. So let us not expect Ms. Takaichi to act like a feminist, or she will fight for women's equal rights in the Japanese context.
I see. All right, Dr. Kim, I'm afraid that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.